I am your celestial creator. Why am I so good at the game?
Try to get some poke onto this Camazotz. They're going to be pushing the mid tower. We're going to dash, see if we can get any poke onto this Yi. Stop him from getting the tower. We are successfully able to defend the tower. Taking a decent amount of poke, but we're going to stick in and stay to the fight. Heartseeker procs onto Camazotz and Sylvanas. We get a med from Sylvanas on our team. We're going to dash back in. We have our Horrific in 3. We pop the Horrific onto 3 people after we use our 2. So Discordia Beebs. We're going to dash back in, get the kill onto Sylvanas. We're going to move our way over to the Camazotz, get the double kill. Very nice. So that is what Sung Wukong can do very effectively. He can get in and out of a battle better than some warriors, better than most. What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have a viewer requested video of Sung Wukong in solo lane. If you are new to the channel, I like to go back and take a look at some games I played and add some commentary to see what went right and what went wrong to see how we can improve that Smite. If you are a returning viewer, this is another requested video of Sung Wukong in solo. And I thought I knew what I was doing with Sung Wukong solo, but we were able to figure out a few things to improve from watching this game. But let's go ahead and dive into his kit. So Sung Wukong's line attack is going to be his 1. It does bonus damage to jungle camps and minions. This is going to be the ability we want to put our first point into, and the ability we want to level up first. Our second ability, Sung Wukong is going to spin his staff around himself, doing a circle attack around him. That is going to apply a slow to enemies. And then his 3 is a dash that can be one of 3 forms. And it's, if you hover the cursor further away, you're going to transform into a bird. The bird has no damage, but is going to move the fastest. The next is the tiger, and the tiger is going to be cast from about middle distance. And if you hit an enemy god while you are a tiger, you're going to apply a stun and also do the most damage out of all of the transformations on your 3. And then your last transformation, which is if you have your cursor up close, is going to be an ox, and you're going to dash forward and knock up enemies. So right here, we are bopping with Hades. Hades is probably the most dominant god in solo lane. Right now, nobody really gives him a run for his money.
Take this jungle buff.
Bakasor is a little slow to blue, but that's okay. Gives us time to rotate over and get the XP. Excuse me, had a little burp right there. So we're going to pick up the blue buff. We are going into a Hades, so that means we're going to want to build some magical defense online pretty early. And since Hades has lifesteal built into his kit, and this Hades is most likely going Bancroft's Talon, he's going to have crazy lifesteal. And kind of no matter what we do, he's going to be able to heal back. And if we build into anti-heal right away, that's going to throw us off a little bit. So all we can do until about the mid game is going to be just sit back under tower and try to survive this Hades. He's going to have all the pressure. This whole early game is going to be trying to not let him get too far ahead. There's just very few gods that can match Hades' pressure because of his lifesteal. So our goal is to just try to avoid that as often as possible. We're going to dash out. We hit a minion with our 3 instead of Hades. So this game, I max out my 1 first, and then I max out my 3. And typically I feel like this is the ability order that you would want to go with, but since we're going against Hades and Hades' ultimate is going to pull us towards him and we can use our dash to get out, I think the actual correct ability path for this matchup should be your 1, your 2, and then your 3. Your 3 does do more damage than your 2, but we want to use our 2 to get the damage, and we want to use our 3 to escape. If we use our 3 to get damage off, Hades is going to be able to ult us, and then we're not going to have our dash. So because our dash gets us out, we do not want to have it do the most damage. We want our other abilities to have damage, that way we can use our other two abilities, get the damage off, and then use the 3 purely for escaping instead of for damage.
Your middle tower is under
So right now we're doing a good job of keeping up, getting all the XP that is available in solo lane.
I am the ultimate emptiness.
Sung Wukong, forgot to mention his ultimate. Sung Wukong's ultimate, he's going to summon a pet version of himself, and he's going to heal 5% of his max health every second while he's in his ultimate. And then he can cast it again to dash down on an enemy. And then Sung Wukong's passive is if he falls below a certain health threshold, he's going to get bonus power and bonus protections. It's not that crazy strong of a passive, but it can be useful. Hades comes onto us, we're going to go ahead and ult. We're going to just sit in our ult to heal up. I don't think we would be able to kill him even if we landed on him and fought him into minions. So I think just regenning the health is probably the best play right there. This is such a rough matchup.
Be right back. Delicious. Woo.
So somehow we are a level ahead of him. It's probably because we were able to get the first full wave and our blue camp, and I think he only got part of the wave. He does have his ultimate, so we do need to watch out for that. Our ult's down for 50 seconds. So right here, he's trying to zone me off of minions. I'm trying to get just in range. And right there, I make a huge mistake. As soon as he dashes on me, I use my dash, and then he silences me out of it and then is able to ultimate me. If I would have held my dash until he ulted, I would have been able to get out of there. So that was kind of what I was talking about, how this game we want to level our 1 and then our 2 instead of our 1 and then 3. Luckily, Bakasura was able to hold my lane for me, so he did not get any tower pressure or any more damage onto tower than there already is. So Sung Wukong is in a weird spot in Smite right now. He doesn't particularly do anything super well other than staying alive. Other solo laners just offer a little bit more when it comes to late game and team fights. Sung Wukong kind of just bops and then exists and then waits for cooldown. So it looks like Hades is going to back, probably has teleport, so he'll probably be back in lane very shortly.
Retreat right lane.
So in solo lane, Sung Wukong is not the most dominant god, and what I mean by that is he does not have the best pressure in solo lane. So a character like King Arthur or Cuchulainn or Hades is going to be able to out pressure you early game. So then that means, what does the character bring in the late game? In the late game, Sung Wukong is pretty evasive, and I'm going to be able to apply a stun and a slow. My whole objective late game is to just be annoying to the carries on their team. So right there I get ulted, but luckily I have my ult, so I'm able to just ult to get out of it. If I didn't have my ult, he probably would have caught me, because I did not have my dash. So like right there, I go to hit minions. Right as I'm about to hit it, I get silenced, and then I only have 2 minions left, and he has the full wave. It's just a very rough matchup.
What are you even doing?
So our first death was preventable. Let's see if we can figure things out as we go along. So as I said, I think we should level the 1 and then the 2. The 3 is probably a misplay going into this Hades. And right here, he's going to try to zone me off of wave. It's gonna work. I call for help, just like, hey, I can't do anything in this lane. He's just holding it.
Enemy missing middle.
Doesn't look like anyone's really rotating over, so we're just gonna hang out, let him do his thing. We got the XP for that minion, so I think we may have missed 2 minions there. We missed our line attack, which is really unfortunate because that's going to be our lane clear.
Your right tower is under attack. Falling back. Your left tower is under attack.
So we are about to lose our tower. Bakasor just comes charging out of nowhere. Hades immediately starts running away.
On my way. Enemy missing middle.
We got a little bit of poke. Our Tiger got caught on the minion. We're going to ult to avoid the Hades ultimate. Just regen some health. We're going to try to land on the minions. Get a little bit of clear going on. Bakasor needs to retreat. We missed our blue buff, so that is a little unfortunate. After going the Warrior's Blessing, we started building into Runic Shield. This is going to be kind of the only item that will allow us to put Hades back just a little bit. It's going to reduce his power, so whenever he hits us, it's not going to hurt as much. Plus, we're going to have the protections from this item. So hopefully we just reduced Hades' damage in a very effective way. Also, this game was played before the patch where Runic Shield got a nerf. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Still probably a very viable pick and probably would do the same pickup in this matchup. So right there it looks like my battery controllers died, but we are a-okay. Oh, I kind of remember this now, so I'm going to have to change my batteries in the middle of the game. And I ult to buy myself some time to do it.
Delicious! Element of surprise.
Our blue buff is almost up. It is nice to have on Sung Wukong, but he's not crazy mana hungry. We get the stun, we get the 2, we use the line attack, but that's our dash, and that is a very preventable mistake. We got too aggressive right there. Are we able to dodge this? Yes, sir, we're able to get out of that. So I'm surprised Hades didn't get me there. It was very close.
These elements combined, I'll be unstoppable.
After we get Runic Shield online, we're going to want to go for the power boots. It's just going to allow us to add a little oomph to our abilities. We really do not want to be using our basic attacks. They're not going to do a whole lot. It's going to put us in kind of a bad position. We are really focused on abilities with Sung Wukong.
Enemy missing left. Destroy your right. Enemy tower. Cancel that.
So Hades is an 11, I am a 10, so he does have a level on me. We're going to make our way to blue buff, see if we can't get some farm. Our team was able to get the Gold Fury, so it looks like we have pretty good pressure in dual lane and mid lane. It's really my lane that's kind of struggling, and that's okay. We're just trying to survive and make it to the mid and late game.
Be fluid like the wind.
Now we got a little bit of time. We're going to hit our first totem.
Out of mana.
And then we're going to want to back and get shoes whenever our teleport relic is a little bit closer to being off of cooldown. Right there, we accidentally turned into a bird. That's Hades' ultimate, so we're going to ult to avoid his ult. So let's say you're in the middle of a fight, you use your 1, 2, and 3 in any particular order. If you do that and then you ult and sit in your ult, you're going to allow yourself the time to get some of those abilities off of cooldown. So whenever you re-engage after your ult, hopefully your cooldowns will be refreshed. So it looks like Hades has also already picked up Contagion. So whenever we do get Gladiator Shield, we're going to be getting reduced benefits from it. Right there, I call out to the team like Hades is missing. He's got high pressure. I think he's making a rotation mid, yes, which is unfortunate. So right now I have the option of rotating with him or cleaning up the lane. I choose to clean up the lane. It might not be the best call. My team might be upset with me for it, but it's going to allow me to kind of catch up in level. Up next, we're going to try to proxy this wave. We're going to get this wave between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower. That way our wave will be able to just push into the tier 1 tower.
Carry me, team. Your existence brings light to the universe.
We check their blue. It's not there. We're going to check totem. We're going to try to be a little aggressive here. If Hades ults me, we do have our ultimate to get out. So we're going to ult. Go over to our blue buff. Go ahead and clear this bad boy. We have enough for boots. We have enough to also start our Gladiator shield. And our teleport is off cooldown. We're looking relatively weak in health and mana, so we're probably going to be backing pretty soon. So Hades is missing again. He might be rotating or going for his camp. I don't think his camp is up, so he's probably rotating.
Ultimate is ready.
Oh, he's back in lane. We're going to go ahead and back. Hades is not going to allow us to do that. So we're going to land our abilities on him, but it does almost nothing to him. And he's able to just lifesteal that back.
Enemy missing middle. Enemy missing left.
So we're going to want to make sure we clear this lane. I let everyone know Hades is missing. Retreat mid. Going to go ahead and pick up the warrior Tabi.
Mother Nature knows.
And then we also have enough for gladiator shields. So the warrior Tabi is going to give us a little bit of extra power for our abilities. The gladiator shield is going to give us that cooldown, that physical protection, and also give us a little bit of health steal so we can stay alive in the battles. We try to get a stun off onto the Hoi, but he's able to just leap out. They are 5-man grouped in mid. That is a Hades ultimate. I don't think there's a whole lot we're going to be able to do. So like at this point in the game, we have level, but we just feel very useless as Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong is just not in the best spot. We were able to hit a 2 onto like 5 people. Then we use our 1. We're able to get some bops, but okay, so we're going to ult right here. Our minion or our pet should go straight into the tower. We're just going to keep diving. Do a little bit of tanking for the team. And then I'm kind of surprised how favorable we were able to turn that fight. We're able to get the bop on the Discordia, so we do decent damage to Discordia and Hoi. Maybe even Camazotz, although Camazotz has the sustain as well. So now that we've opened up the map a little bit by getting the tier 1 tower, we're going to make a play for the Primal Fury. We've also left our lane and doing a little bit more group stuff, so we're going to go for the objectives. Get the Gold Fury, easy peasy. So now we're going to start making our way back over to solo lane. Looks like Hades is already there. I'm guessing that he probably used his teleport. We're going to ward up Fire Giant. And then we're kind of route back defensively. We're going to hit our blue buff because Hades could if we do not. Although it does not look like he's pushing in this lane. He's rotating mid. I don't think I call it out in the VGS, which is a little unfortunate. So he's able to get a double kill in mid. I wish Sun Wukong could rotate mid and just get a double kill. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and back. And then we're going to want to go into Breastplate and really get our cooldowns lowered. 1, it's going to help our survivability. 2, it's going to help our poke. And 3, it's just kind of the most effective way to build solo Sung Wukong. You want to be able to spam your abilities and then pick up a Heartseeker later game. That way you will be doing relevant damage to everyone on the enemy team. We just got to get a little tanky, get a little bit of utility online, reduce our cooldowns, and then we're going to slap the damage on at the end. So we're going to make our way over to solo, clean up the waves, try to get some XP. Hades is still ahead, but we are doing relatively well compared to the other team. They have a couple of 12s, where our lowest is a 14. So here my controller dies, and I think this is the moment when I'm going to change out the batteries. Yeah, so it's dying really quickly now. Turn the controller back on. Hades is just being cool about it. Turn the controller back on. We're going to ult while we change our batteries. I think Hades knows something's up. So there we go, fresh batteries. Shouldn't see the needs batteries sign anymore. Wukong is able to rotate over and blow up Hades, and he was being so kind. So their team, 4-man rotates through jungle. We're going to see what we can do. We miss everybody with our 2 right there, so that was not a very effective 2. We're going to help focus on this Camazotz or this Discordia. We're going to move back, try to help out our back line. Now we're going to move to the front line, see if we can be annoying to them. Going for the stun on Discordia. She's able to get the root. This Discordia should be able to just go down, and we are able to get the kill onto her. So yep, the play is definitely to go to fire. We're already all over here. They are all dead. So we definitely have enough money for Breastplate of Valor.
Be right back.
You are trolling.
Sorry.
We need to protect ourselves from unknown forces.
Okay, so now that we have Fire Giant, we're going to make our way towards the center of the map. Probably just march up mid with the team and try to group up, look for some kind of engagement.
Retreat right lane. Oh, middle lane. Thanks.
Hades is over in solo, so that's going to force us to rotate over at some point. So we were just dashing over to land to try to get there a little bit quicker. We run into Hades, and he's able to just silence us out of our dash. He's mid. He's probably going to jump on this Kukulkan. Or Kukulkan. Not Kukulkan. Kukulkan's a warrior. Bit of a team fight breaking out. Kukulkan hits a 3-man ult. That's pretty huge for the team fight. We're going to pop a Horrific onto this Hades and Discordia. Break apart their backline just a little bit. Our team's able to get the pick, so right now it's a 1-for-1 trade. We're going to go ahead and ult. Look to see where we can land to do the most damage. We're able to get some poke onto the Sylvanas. Unfortunately, we miss our 3 onto the Camazotz, but we're able to clean it up. That is a 4-for-1 trade. We are going to want to push this. We still have fire as well. So as the frontliner, we're just going to want to charge Discordia and get her to leave the tier 2 tower alone. We're just going to tank it for a team. We should be able to push this mid Phoenix now. Just Discordia up. And I think the smart play would be to go for Gold Fury right now. But instead we're going to Tiger the Titan. So we gotta avoid the Hades silence. There it is. Now we should be able to dash away, no problem. Or just walk away. So after Breastplate of Valor, we are going to finally get some anti-heal online, and we're going to be going Pestilence. One, we only have the Divine Ruin as our magical defense right now, and they have 3 magical gods on their team. So Pestilence is going to help with the anti-heal. That's going to throw off Hades, Sylvanas, Foyi, Camazotz, and probably Discordia as well. Plus we're going to get the magical defense that we were lacking elsewhere. Big ult from Cuckoo. He's hitting some nasty ultimates. We're going to stick onto this Hades. He's going to blink away. Line attack, yes sir. We already have the Phoenix. We're going to go back into the team fight. See if we can't get a pick here. I think Discordia is going to be able to get away. We're going to keep high pressure on her just in case. So that was a very bad 3. Now it's on cooldown.
Be right back.
So yep, Discordia is just going to be able to get out. Now I need to worry about getting myself out. Easy peasy with Sung Wukong. Just going to dash, get a little pop off. Now it's time to pull back with Sylvanas. We are the 2 frontline / backline characters on our team. We don't really have the damage, so this is not our fight.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
We're going to go ahead and pick up purple because we are going to be the front line, so if we're near the enemies, we're going to be reducing their protections. Go ahead and take the oracles, and then we should be able to just move straight onto gold right here. If we wanted to, or if we thought we might get invaded while going for gold, we could zone off of gold and start going towards their jungle to see if anyone's approaching. Foyi and Sylvanas are here. We're going to dash out of the Foyi ultimate. That is a Discordia ultimate and a Sylvanas ultimate. So that's 3 ults down. And were they all really on me? Like just the solo Sung Wukong? Did I really bait out 3 ults right there? That seems excessive. So, one would think, oh no, Sung Wukong's in trouble. But it's Sung Wukong. Sung Wukong is never in trouble. Unless you don't have your abilities. We're even thinking about going aggressively here. We miss our ult. We're going to get the line attack off onto Foyi. Sylvanas is going to heal us up a little bit, so we are still good to re-engage. Our team, or all of our damage, has cleaned up the left tower. The mid Phoenix is about to respawn, so we're going to get this fire minion wave in there. Up here's Hades. We might not be able to get this Phoenix now. Yeah, Hades just full cleared that wave. And Discordia is here. I think we're going to have to back off, unfortunately. Hades cancels us out of our dash. Sylvanas is able to make it out. So the game is prolonged. We've got a lot of money in the bank. We're going to go ahead and pick up Pestilence.
Attack Fire Giant.
Neith makes the call for Fire Giant, so we're going to rotate over there. I think between Neith, Sylvanas, and I, we should be able to get it.
Attack Fire Giant.
We're going to dash there again. They have already started it.
Be careful. Into my will.
Looks like we're going to be able to burn this, although they are approaching in the jungle. We were able to get it. A little bit of a team fight breaking out. I think we should be able to clean up this Sylvanas, maybe even this Camazotz. Although it looks like our team is actually pretty weak. We're going to keep this Discordia out of the fight as long as possible.
An enemy has been slain. Carry me, team.
We pop the Horrific. Neith is able to backflip.
An ally has been slain.
Poyi goes down. That is a Hades ultimate. We're going to go ahead and ult to get out of it. Dunk onto the Discordia. Land some more things onto the Discordia and then get the kill. So taking a look at the scoreline, we as a team are up by 11 kills. We are up almost 13,000 gold. And ourselves, we are 3-1-12. We had a very preventable death happen pretty early on. Our 3 kills have kind of just been set up. We've been setting up a lot for the team this game. We have 12 assists. We got the last hit on 3 of our 15 kill participation kills.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
Hades dashes in, steals the red, and prevents the invade from happening.
Retreat!
Bit of a grouping happening in mid, but we need more than just Sylvanas there, so we're going to back up, try to regroup.
Fire, water, with all my elements combined, we fluid like the wind.
So right now, we're kind of just waiting for there to be a pick that happens. There's no real objectives to go for. Get the stun onto Hades, just trying to set up for the team. He's going to dash out. 3-man grouping. Camazotz is up, so all 5 of them are here. Poyi and Camazotz are both in the jungle. Huge ult from Kukulkan.
You are trolling. An ally has
So that is 2 down for us, our 2 main damage sources. Right now our objective is to keep Bakasura alive as long as possible. We're going to pop the Horrific, get an additional slow off onto the Hades, get a knock up onto the Hades, get a line attack onto the Hades. Doesn't really seem to make a difference.
Can you just AFK under the
Camazotz is able to get Bakasura, so we did not do a good job in protecting our damage source right there. Right now we're kind of just bopping to see what happens. There's no strategy in trying to 2v2 this right now with our damagey characters. But I think we're kind of just seeing who can do what now. Hades is rotating in, so we are going to want to back it up here. We're going to use the line attack. We also do have our ultimate, so we are kind of baiting at this point. Unless we get CC'd and can't use our ultimate, and then it's not a bait. So that was a very preventable death. It was me and Sylvanas really far pushed up in lane, fighting a fight we had no reason to fight. So there's no point in trying to do that if your damage is down. You're best off just backing and securing camps, maybe buying some wards and getting some vision. So we have sold our Warrior's Blessing for Heartseeker. We have enough money for a movement speed pot, but we do not have enough to sell our boots and buy another item. So now that we have Heartseeker online, we are pretty tanky, we're pretty hard to kill. We have pretty good cooldown, and now when we hit enemy gods with our abilities, we're going to be removing a percentage of their health each time an ability hits. So we're going to be doing some real damage to Sylvanas, Hades. We kind of already were doing okay damage onto their squishies. So the enemy team gets the Primal Fury. Our team's grouping around the Fire Giant. We're just going to clean up this wave. Our team's still kind of scattered in left jungle.
Bend to my will.
And there's a lot of people right there, so we're going to back it up. Would have been nice to pick up some wards. Unfortunately, we forgot to. There's a bit of a fight going on. Golan's able to get 2 kills. We got some good damage on Hades. We're going to see if we can set this up. We got ulted by Discordia, but we should be able to dash and get the stun onto Hades. We get silenced by him and also his Mantle of Discord. Somebody makes the call to attack Fire Giant. I think we should push this middle Phoenix and then go for Fire Giant. Right now we're just trying to be annoying. Discordia comes out of nowhere, so we're going to have to dash out. Take a tower shot. It's not going to be enough to kill us, and I think we are out. Koyi's still hanging around, and Hades comes in. So right there, I thought my team was going to move in aggressively after me, after I pushed into the Phoenix. I don't think anybody really did. Then Discordia surprised me out of nowhere, was able to root me into the Phoenix longer than I expected, get some damage off. So, all around, I was just a little too aggressive there. I got caught by surprise by the Discordia and put me in a bad position. I almost got out, but then Hades was able to just rotate with me and kill me before I could escape. So that is our 3rd death, all 3 of which were preventable this game. So we are going to pick up Mantle of Discord as our replacement for boots. It's not very often that we get to sell our boots and buy a full item in our videos. Most videos end before then. So our team is in the left side. We're going to rotate over there, see if there's anything we can do to participate in this fight that's about to happen. We did have our teleport. I guess we could have teleported over. So right here we're showing face. They are going onto Fire Giant. Looks like they're not really going for it though. Get the stun onto Houyi, get the slow onto Houyi. Houyi's gonna jump. Line attack onto Sylvanas. Pushing up to get close to our team. Actually, pulling away because I don't think I'm going to be able to help this Sylvanas too much. We're going to dash in. That's 3 procs of Heartseeker across their team.
On my way.
Another 2 from the line attack. We pop the Horrific to buy a little bit of movement for ourselves. Getting very nice Heartseeker procs. And we were able to get Sylvanas out of there somehow.
Ultimate is ready. Attack Fire Giant.
So we just pushed them off of fire and it looks like they all backed. So we're going to make the aggressive play here and go for Fire Giant. I don't think they're going to have anybody rotate in, so that is a free fire for us.
Retreat! Yes. Retreat! Retreat!
Hades gets some bops onto me, kind of to stare him down.
Retreat!
We're gonna ult. So unfortunately Bach goes down. And then Bach gets upset because he rotated back in to help me, but like, I'm Sun Wukong. I don't die. I can escape. I only die when I mess up. It's hard, super hard to kill the Sun Wukong. And I would have been fine right there. I didn't need Baka to rotate in. And then he got salty because he died when he rotated in.
I am your celestial creator. Why am I so good at the game?
Try to get some poke onto this Camisots. They're going to be pushing the mid tower. We're going to dash, see if we can get any poke onto this Houyi. Stop him from getting the tower. We are successfully able to defend the tower. Taking a decent amount of poke, but we're going to stick in and stay to the fight. Heartseeker procs onto Camisots and Sylvanas. We get a med from Sylvanas on our team. We're going to dash back in. We have our Horrific in 3. We pop the Horrific onto 3 people after we use our 2. So Discordia beeps. We're gonna dash back in, get the kill onto Sylvanas. We're gonna move our way over to the Camazots, get the double kill. Very nice. So that is what Sung Wukong can do very effectively. He can get in and out of a battle better than some warriors, better than most. And with the Heartseeker, you're able to just get consistent damage across the teamfight. So now we should be able to just march up mid, clean this up. This may even be game here. Get the stun, but Mantle activates. Gonna pop R2 to get the kill.
On my way.
So attacking left lane definitely is the smartest play here.
Attack left lane.
We should be able to just tank it for our team. Sylvanas gets the setup. We're gonna get a slow onto Hou Yi. Get the stun. She sinks. Unfortunately, we weren't able to body block her from going back into her fountain. But this is starting to look a little bit like game. If we can get one or two more picks up, there goes our Neith. Maybe it's not game quite yet.
On my way.
Bakasura is going to pick up this third Phoenix. And now we have minions pushing into the Titan room. We're going to rotate back, see if we can help out this fight in mid. Cuckoo got popped a little bit. We're going to dash into this Discordia. Get the kill onto her. So with just Sylvanas and Camazots, we should be able to clean this up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little something about solo lane, Sung Wukong, and matching up against Hades. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe for more content. If you ever want to see God played, please just reach out in the comment section or reach out in Discord. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.